Hello, kids! I've got a special book today called The Song of El Coqui and Other Tales of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Sometimes you hear people call it Puerto Rico, but I have a hard time saying that because there's no O. It's Puerto Rico. Anyway, it's a bunch of great stories about the island, and Minnie here, as you can see, is dressed in her best island wear. I sure am. I love the tropics. Well, excellent then. Are you ready for our special story of the day? I am! Let's start! All right. We are actually going to do the story of the Song of El Coqui. Are you wondering what a coqui is? I will tell you later. In the beginning, there was no sound. Then the grass grew. Trees appeared, flowers blossomed, and the wind whispered through the mountains. A hush floated along the breeze. The god Huracan, you know what Huracan means? Hurricane. The god Huracan smiled down from the highest mountain peak, enjoying his home, the beautiful island of Borinquen. Borinquen, that's actually the name that the natives gave to Puerto Rico originally. One day, Huracan, kind of make out his face there. Huracan looked down from his mountain and felt sad. There was no music to make him happy, so the great Huracan made a storm. Rain, thunder, lightning struck the island for the next 1,000,000 years. Oof, that's a long time. After the storm, silence reigned once more. Not even the wind could break the stillness. Huracan became furious. He cursed the silence that surrounded him. Exhausted from making such a long storm, he fell into a deep sleep. Thank goodness. I mean, 1,000,000-year storm and now he's mad again. Watch out when he wakes up. At first, a sound like a raindrop woke Huracan. He stood, stretched, and listened. The sound grew louder and louder. Bloop, bloop. It echoed once, it echoed twice. Soon the sound was everywhere. Coqui, coqui, it sang. In the rivers, through the forest, in the flowers, in the palm trees, in the caves, even in the wind. Coqui, 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 it sang. Huracan looked everywhere. You can kind of make out his nose there. He's a sort of a weird-looking fella, but, you know, he's a hurricane god, so, you know, he's not going to look like a normal person. Huracan looked everywhere. He searched high up in the mountains and way down in the valleys, yet he could not find where the sound was coming from. Coqui, 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 coqui. I think I'm seeing something in here. Let's turn the page. He continued his search, traveling to the farthest regions and back. At last, the god Huracan could move no more. Tired and hungry, he stopped by a mango tree. I love mangoes. Me too. As he reached for a ripe, juicy fruit, Huracan felt a heavy dewdrop fall into his palm. Clunk. The tiniest frog stared up at him. Coqui, coqui, it sang. Coqui, coqui. The song echoed everywhere. Tiny frogs perched on leaves, on blades of grass, and on the petals of flowers, echoing the song. Huracan, ha 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 ha, laughed with pleasure. Oh, thank goodness, he was always so cranky. Coqui, coqui, he sang, and he was no longer sad. Swiftly, all the animals on the island began to sing along with a chorus of coquis. Soon the god Huracan heard the refrain of the nightingale and the buzzing of the bees and the hooting of the owls, and from the sea, the song of dolphins joined the song of the coqui. To this day, all the animals on the island of Borinquen, that's Puerto Rico, sing happily, each in its own voice, yet none echoes as loud and as sweet as the song of the tiny coqui. Now, if we go to the very back of the book, oh, by the way, that was the end. And if we go to the very back of the book, which I got from the library, it says a few facts about these stories. The tiny frog, El Coqui, survives only in Puerto Rico. It was named after the loud sound it makes, coqui, which is heard all over the island. And then it goes on to say the island of Puerto Rico was named Borinquen by the Taínos. Those are the original inhabitants of the island. Taínos is the Native Americans. You know how here in the U.S. we have the Cherokee or the Hopi, and in Puerto Rico they have Taínos. And they worship the god Huracan, hurricane, who they believed was the creator of thunder, lightning, and horrendous storms. And now, Kid and Hawaiian Minnie, you have now learned the Song of El Coqui. Did you like it? I loved it. I'm going to pack my grass skirt and go visit Puerto Rico and go make friends with a frog. Why, that sounds like a lovely vacation plan. All right, Kid. Hope you enjoyed this Kid Time Story Time. See you next time. Adios.